Hello, and welcome to the special B's and T stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian, and we actually have Selena sitting over here on the side. The back of this couch is not as wide, which she doesn't like, but these arms are super wide, so she actually likes kind of hanging out here. I don't know, let's see. There you go. There she is. So, welcome to anybody who is new here. I know there's some new people coming in. Welcome back to all you guys who have watched me before. This is number 100, which is awesome. Yeah, I have a few things to talk about. Definitely stick around to the end. I think you will appreciate that. I honestly toyed with just sending this bag and not showing you what's inside of it, but I'll show you what's inside of it because anyway, but yeah, so this is probably going to be a bit longer. Because we have to go over the bag, and also I have been doing quite a bit of stitching this week. I've been pretty busy. I've still been doing work, but my evenings have been very stitchy. So yeah, let me think. So there's not much going on life-wise. We've been settling into the new couch. I've been getting a lot less back issues, which is nice. Really nothing much has been happening. It's been a good bit of work this week. We've been getting a little bit of rain, which has been keeping the heat down a little bit, which has been nice. Yeah, that's really about it. There's very little going on life-wise for me right now, which is kind of nice because it's been a little crazy, and I do have some traveling I'm going to do in a few weeks. 4 weeks-ish. So yeah, it'll be a short trip, so it'll be kind of a short, wild trip, but it'll be fun. Since this is B's and T's, obviously I do have a tea this week. It is Twinings Black Tea Blackcurrant Breeze. Oh, there we go. Now, so normally the blackcurrant I do is, okay, that's hot. That's really fucking hot. Oh yeah, I do some language, sorry. No, I don't do a lot, but every once in a while. But usually I have Ahmad Tea's blackcurrant, which I think is like Blackburnt Blast, I believe. And so that's really good. So this Twinings is one, I think, I don't remember where I got it, if it was from somebody or if it was in one of my boxes. I want to say it was in one of my boxes, but I'm not 100% sure. So, let's give this a try and see if it's as good as the Ahmad, which is really blackberryish. Smells blackberryish. Still hot. It's good. It's very good. Very blackberryish as well. Maybe not quite as strong as the Ahmad. I see you staring at me. Hey. Maybe not quite as strong, but still very good. And somebody was trying to stick her nose in it a minute ago, right before I started filming, so, yeah. Yeah, you need to stop doing that, cat. Alright. I don't know what your weird obsession with tea is. I really don't understand that. She has a weird obsession for both hot and cold teas, and I don't know why. Because cats can't taste sweet anyway. Oh, look at that face. I know. One thing I have to admit, when she's back there, it's nice. But when she's over here, I can just reach her right over and give her some pets. So, it's kind of nice having her on the side of the couch. Alright, so, let's get going. As always, I like to do the comments first. So, as I always say, I love comments. I read every single one. I respond to every single one. I love them. I love hearing from you guys, even if it's just a hi, or, how you doing, or, hey, I finished something, or, whatever. I always enjoy the comments. So, not a whole bunch this week, which is fine. Although there was one that the person almost cost me a keyboard. Janice, Northern Stitcher, who is somebody, I talk to her usually every Friday on Zoom with our virtual stitchers, so she's very, very cool. She said, fun video, I loved it. Thank you. Trying international foods is one of my favorite things too. Yeah, I don't get to do it that often, but yeah, I enjoy it. Yes, you should plan to do another tasting video in the future. I would love to. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be anytime particularly soon because I live in kind of a medium-sized town, so we don't have a whole bunch of international markets and stuff. I know of a couple. Well, no, yeah, one or two Asian markets. Um, there is one kind of small international market, although it's kind of leaning towards Russian items, which is interesting because of um, whoever runs it is Russian or somewhere over there in the Eastern Bloc sort of area. Um, so um, so maybe I don't know. I would like to, but we'll have to see what I can get together. So also, so Janice. Oh, she also said, if you start doing cheese tastings, will you change your name to B's and T's and Cheese? You were that close to owing me a new keyboard. I had unfortunately decided to take a big old drink of one of my waters right before I read that, and yeah, that almost killed my keyboard. So thank you. Um, but no, I couldn't stop laughing for like 5 minutes after that. So, it's tempting. It's weirdly, weirdly tempting, but I don't know. I can't say yes. But, yeah, so yeah, thank you for reminding me how carbonated water tastes when it goes up through your nostrils. Appreciate that. Alright, so Healing Gamer says, oh, okay, so I have to ask, what is a dead thread? So I don't know who started it. I heard it from Vicky Stitchin' Button. Essentially what it is it's a thread that, when you just have a limited amount, usually just like one skein, and you can't get any more of it. So it's either discontinued or the people stop dyeing it or whatever. So once you're out of it, you cannot replace it. So, they're just those random one skeins of thread from, an old company or, whatever. Some of mine are actually from a Patreon person who used to dye threads. They don't anymore. I'm not sure, honestly. They kind of fell off the face of the earth, so I hope they're okay. But, and I really liked some of the threads. A couple of my needle minders came from them as well. So those are all dead threads because there's definitely no way of getting those back. So that's what dead threads are. Let's see. Here's my 2 cents on linen. I heard that the manufactured linen is important, and that Zweigert linens are good quality. I've only purchased Zweigert and have not been disappointed. My go-to is 32 count for non-full coverage. I have a few linens. I know I have a couple from, excuse me, I'm sorry, from Fox Rabbit, and I think I have a couple other random ones. The thing is, I don't know who they're from. Now, I know somebody has said in the past that if the selvage, if that little thread on the selvage is orange, that's Zweigert. Is that correct? Okay, let's not put that in my mouth. I don't know. I'll have to look at my threads, and I don't know if a part of the selvage is part of it, so I don't know if I can tell if it's Zweigert or not. Also, a quick question, and I don't know if you or anybody else here knows the answer to it. I showed off last week that fabric for the Lady Liberty. I think it was Constitution fabric, I believe it was. And that I know is linen. Do you guys know if that's Zweigert? Out of curiosity, it doesn't look slubby, or not much slubby, not very slubby, I should say. Really, English, I know. So I don't know if it's Zweigert. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to use it anyway. But I'm just kind of curious as to whether it's Zweigert or not. That Constitution fabric is 30 count, I believe, which is kind of weird. But I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know when I'm going to start it. Lady Liberty is not quite fully kitted yet. I think I'm still missing a few DMCs. And I need to finish a few things first. Okay. I need to finish a few things first before I can actually start working on that. So, I'm thinking I might. Okay, well, never mind on that. I think I might have to get a little bit of practice on some other linens first before I start tackling Lady Justice. But we'll see. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. The Spooky Dolly, which is an awesome name. Haha, love to the Stitches comment. Yes, I laughed for quite a long time. Cheese a month would be cool. I think some good kiwi cheeses include, and I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher these, Kapiti, Kaharangi, Creamy Blue, and any Puhoi cheese. I'll probably avoid the blue. I'm not really a big blue cheese fan. I can take a few crumbles into salad, but just when it comes to actually eating it, nah. But the rest of them, I am very interested in. I really do think I want to do the cheese a month. I just have to kind of figure out when I want to do it, like what week I want to do it, and kind of set up a time. So there you go. Yep. But let's see. Oh, Chris Lady. Hello. Hey. Oh, hey, Rumi. She said, "Hey, Sitchcom Rumi, just watched your international food taste. Was so much fun. What a day we had finding all the goodies. Yeah, we walked several miles, I know, and we were there for about 3 hours, and we still did not get through the entire. I mean, there were still aisles we didn't go down. So, but yeah, it was really crazy. I had an awesome time. Still glad I didn't try the squid stuff, but I enjoyed all the other stuff. The squid was pretty good. It was a little spicier than I was hoping, but I mean, you're talking about somebody who really, really loves all kinds of seafood. So, for somebody who likes, the taste of seafood, then I think the squid chips would be good. All the drinks and sauces were so great. Yeah, yeah. I was a little disappointed in the Iron Brew just because I'm not a fan of that quinine taste. But hey, now I know what it is. That is unfortunately the only drink that has not been finished yet. All the grapes and the ramune and all that other stuff I did actually finish already, but I'm struggling with that, finishing that Iron Brew. My husband Paul loved loved the HP sauce. He's already got it open and using it. And yeah, I mean that was kind of awesome. Oh, I think the Kit Kats, the peach Kit Kats, were probably the best new thing I tasted. There are some things I had in there that I know I liked, like like the digestives and that. You moving? Aw. Oh, or you're just moving around. Okay, show us your butt then. So there were the digestives and the hobnobs and those I know I liked, but of the new things I tried, I think the peach Kit Kats were my favorite. Oh, let's see. Let's see. And of course, anything with chocolate. Oh, yum! Enjoyed it. Glad you got a new couch. Yeah, we're getting used to the new couch. Like I said, it's been really good on my back. The cat's getting used to it. So yeah, I think the couch is going to work out, which is nice. But thank you. Oh, and last but most definitely not least, Karen Kirk says bees, teas, and cheese. This has to be 1000% has to be my video title this week. So yeah, it took me a while to stop laughing at that. So, yep. All right. So that is the comments for this week. So, right now we're working at about my normal pace. But so yeah, I don't think this is going to be terribly long, but maybe just a little longer than usual. I will give you a spoiler warning. There are actually there's no haul for this week. I didn't actually get anything in the mail, and I didn't get anything at my LNS last week. So, really, I'm getting a lot less in the mail because I'm not getting my tea. I have stopped doing the thread of the month, and I have stopped doing the colored cotton fabric. So really, the only stretchy thing I'm getting monthly is the Fortnite fabrics, which I am going to keep because I do love their fabrics. They're great to stitch on. I love the colors, and even with Ada, they get some really good variegation on their fabrics, which you don't see in Ada as much as you do in like Linden's and Even Weaves. So there you go. Which means we need to get to the stitching. You know what? I can't decide which one I'm going to do first. Let's do this one first because there's very little that I actually did on it. I think I did this after last week. So this one I don't actually have a picture for. The new section for the Under the Sea. Yeah, it was Under the Sea. Yeah, that's what it was. From Frosted Pumpkin came out, and so I started doing that. And so it is the very low left-hand corner that we're working on. There we go. You can see, and I'm not even close to done. I need to work on that. I'll work on that. But you can see this is what I was doing last month. That's the I already showed you guys that, but just kind of as a record, I was doing the little, here we go, treasure chest and such. So where we'll be working will be up here. There we go. There's a couple of seahorses and a couple of jellyfish. I believe that Coffee Stitcher has done it, so if you want to look, you can definitely look on his stuff. But also you've got the Under the Sea at the bottom. So that is the part obviously I'm working on. I was just not having a whole lot of luck. I was doing this, I believe, Friday night on the Zoom, and I just was not really feeling it. I was having trouble with it, and so I just decided to stop that one for a bit, and I have not got back to it. But the good news is, I've got a month. Well, not quite a month, like probably a little over 3 weeks to go ahead and get that done. So it shouldn't be too hard. I just need to sit down and do it. Probably a couple days worth. Maybe an evening if I really sit down and do it. Alright, so this one I have been working my little butt off. Actually, the next 3 I've really been working my butt off on a lot more. So it is obviously not Pride Month anymore, so don't want to get political, but all the companies can go back to not having rainbow colored things. That's all I'll say about that. But there we go. This is the Modern Folk Embroidery Move Forward in Love Pride Cell. I'm still obviously going to be working on this. I'm not going to wait till next year to start to continue working on it. So I've got all the pretty colors, and as I've been saying before, the border and the vine parts are my color changes. I changed the colors. The rest are the called fors, and no need to throw that red on there. So, ta-da! So we have been working a lot on this. I'm trying to remember. I mean, obviously I went around, did the colors on the inside. This I did change. These were supposed to go one way and then the other. I decided to make them both go the same direction. I did start on the red, started on the flag on the inside. I know I finished off that and that. So this is actually the cutoff for the first page, I think of 3, I believe. So I would say I'm almost done with the first page, but this is all fill-in. It's all full coverage there. So that is going to take a while. But you can get a good idea of how the kind of how the stuff on the outside look, all the little motifs and such. So yeah, that is the Pride Cell. So I've been working a good bit on that. Alright. And I am still very, very much enjoying it. Even though the full coverage is killing me a little bit. But that's why I kind of want to get it over with, so that I can go ahead and start working on the other stuff that's not quite So crazy. But this is about halfway down this full coverage thing. So, I know it's like 2 stitches over halfway. So I do know, how much I'm going to have left of that, which is nice. Alright, so that is that. Normally I do this one last, but I actually want to show you the other one that I have worked the absolute most on last. So, this one has not been getting as much love as it has in the past, which kind of makes me sad a little bit, but it's fine. I still enjoy working on it again, so it's not going to... Okay, I thought I dropped something. So it's not going to go away. I'm not worried about it. And it is bending a little bit everywhere, though. There we go. Alright, where is it? There it is. This is the not long dong. The log... Wow. I think I just jinxed myself. Good job. Good job, Seb. Good job. Long dog samplers. There we go. You belong to me, so this is the nice, all the Egyptian motifs and such in there, which is really, really cool because, again, like I have mentioned before, that I have been to Egypt, and so this has really kind of, that's the one that really hit home, and like, yeah, I really want to work on this one. There have been some other long dogs I've liked, but, okay, I'm going to have to move these motifs here. There we go. There we go. But these are the ones that I've really enjoyed. Alright. And yeah, the sun's kind of going in and out of clouds, so the light may be kind of weird. But, so I have finally finished the eagle or hawk, whatever it is, wing. I was working on the eye. Finished up this motif, or did this whole motif. Finished up that bird. And now I am going down the side. So, that is what I've been working on over here. Yeah, with the backlit, you're not really seeing a lot of the good color changes in here, but it is a tonal. It's showing some, but yeah, there's some nice tonal changes in the same color. But yeah, so that is that. Once again, another one that I have very much enjoyed working on, and I'm not having a hard time. It has not been a hardship to work on it. This one is the surprise. One I picked up and put down, picked up and put down, and I really want to get it done because, as I keep telling myself, keep trying to remind myself so I can get it done, that I have promised this pattern to D of D20 stitches, and so I do want to get it to them as soon as I can. So this is Cottage Garden Samplings, A Time for All Seasons Series number 10, October the 31st, which I would love to actually finish by October 31st. I think I can get that done because this stitches, I think when I was doing like the black outline it took a while, but like once you started doing the fill-in, it's been going so fast. I mean, like ridiculously fast. I did, from where I had it last time, and I can't edit, I apologize that I can't put in a picture where I had it last time. I have almost completed the entire bird. So, I have done this whole section down here, this whole kind of gray section, coming up here, not the head, and then this whole wing section here. I have finished all of the gray part, which was supposed to be Tin Bucket, I believe. Isn't that right? Supposed to be Tin Bucket by Gentle Art. It is actually Dolphin, because I could find a Tin Bucket. Weeks Dolphin. The blue is a DMC, so that's the called for. I believe the black was not the called for either, but I think the rest were, because most of the rest I think were DMCs. But yeah, so holy moly, look at that bird. I was trying to get that done last night. If I'd had maybe another 30 minutes to an hour, I probably could have. But it was almost 4 in the morning, and I really needed to sleep. So I might work on that tonight because um, all that I have left is the pumpkin, and then the rest of this border and the rest of the stars. So all the side border is done, and so yeah, and most of that. So the white has like two colors, but all the rest are just straight color. So I think that's going to be faster. Other than that, like white in the middle, especially. That might be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I don't think it's going to be that bad, really. It's not going to be um, as widespread as on the burb. So, I mean, I tell you what, I mean, I would love to have that as a finish maybe in the next couple weeks. I would love to have that as a finish before I leave for Florida, which is still only going to be like a 24-hour trip, but maybe 48 hours, 36 hours. Anyway, but I think about 36 hours. But yeah, I would love to have that done before. Um, I would also love to take a little one with me because I'll be riding down to Florida with a friend and I'll be flying back. And so I may have to wait at the airport for my husband to get off of work. If that's the case, I'm going to have a couple of hours to do nothing. And I'm not talking like a big airport like Atlanta or Charlotte. Our local airport, which is right in between the two, is much, much smaller and there's much less to do. Don't get me wrong, it's great. It's a lot better than it used to be. I honestly remember when you used to have to go outside to get to the planes, and I remember it was just like ugly concrete, like walls, and there was a big old sign up the top that said "Beware of jet blast." And I still remember that because I just thought that was the coolest thing. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna need to take something with me, um, so I have something to do. But yeah, that is my stitching. Um, so I'm really, really happy with where I am, with what I've done. Um, so yeah, you know what? I take that back. This might actually be shorter than I thought it was because, like I said, there. I forgot to say at the very beginning of this. There's no finishes, no FFOs as usual, as per. Um, but yeah. Oh, where is it? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Sorry. I take that back. Look. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is B scoring you, and the one who just did a front flip is just B, who does not want to sit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about you, but I take that back. There was one little bit of sort of not Stitchy Hollow. So my Stitchy friend Heather from my LNS is I've talked about her a little bit. She's also gonna start a I've been doing some test stitching for her, and she's also gonna be starting a store eventually. Her daughter actually crochets, and so I had asked her a while ago to do a Among Us crochet. Look at this! Is that not adorable? Got a little backpack. The little headband can come off if you want it to. It's so cool. So, yeah. I mean, look at the crochet is beautiful. And this kid is, I want to say, 11 or 12, something like that. So, maybe 13. I'm not sure. She's pretty young. But yeah, I mean, the crocheting is beautiful. I mean, look at this. It's just really nice, really well done. So, it's been going on top of my computer. It's been sitting next to Smog, which actually has a piece of stitching on top of his head right now. I maybe should take a picture. That's kind of funny looking. So yeah, that's sort of Stitchy Haul, but not exactly Stitchy Haul. But yeah, hi cat, you all right over here? I'm just sitting there purring away, just making sure. All right, so I guess that's really gonna be. Actually, I tell you what. Let's do the other weeks real quick, and then I'll get to the bag. You No, you want to know what's in it. Wait. Okay. Okay, I'll stop teasing. So, let me go ahead and do my other weeks first, and then we'll get to that, and then we'll be done. And I think maybe I talk too fast. I don't know. Do I talk too fast, guys? Tell me if I do, please. I got through this quicker than I thought. So, the Stitchy website of the week. This is one I really am surprised I hadn't talked about before. Lord Libidin. It's just lordlibidin.com. Again, I'll have the links down below, obviously. And what he does is he does do some patterns, but he also has some really cool information about stitching. I know that he has for people who are doing like mirabilias and things like that with people with when they're doing people, he actually has other skin tones. So if you want to change the skin tone of the person that you're stitching, it'll have suggestions not only for tones but also for the shading that you do on them. And he's got other kind of informational stuff like that. It's a very, very interesting website. There's lots of cool stuff on there. So it's definitely worth checking out. And I'm honestly, like I said, I'm surprised I had not talked about him before. At least as far as I can tell, I don't see him on my list. Excuse me. For the non-stitchy website of the week, since we've been talking about cheese so much, I found out, and I'm not terribly surprised, there's a website called cheese.com, and they build themselves as the world's greatest cheese resource. Whether they are or not, I don't know. I looked around a little bit last night. I didn't really go deep into the cheesy rabbit hole. That sounds weird. Anyway, I didn't really go deep into the website, but I mean, it looks interesting. If you have the website cheese.com, you probably need to make it pretty good. So, with a lot of good resources and stuff. So I will definitely be looking at that more later, since it's cheesy. And I found a really cool bee fact. So, did you know that bees can fart? Honeybees ingest pollen, and they pass it down to like their honey gut and their middle gut, and then it's digested, and then that digested matter travels to the hind gut. So apparently they have like multiple stomachs, I guess, to be expelled. And obviously, if there's any air present in there, it's going to be a bee fart. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Oh, you didn't let my bee fart? Or are you just turning around again? Hi. Are you just having trouble getting comfy? I mean, I know it's a new couch and all. Look at that. Oh, that's a pretty cat look right there. Yeah. Now you're just showing off. You are just showing off. Look at your face. Wait, chins? Ooh, no. Okay. You don't want the chin. That's fine. I won't scratch your chin then. But yeah, I wanted some nice, since this is number 100, I wanted some nice facts and links and such. So those are ones I really liked. Alright, so now, since this is number 100, I did want to do a bit of a giveaway. This is going to be all the same rules. Don't say giveaway. Don't say, contest or win or any of those kind of buzzwords that attract other people in here. Because obviously, I want a Stitcher to win this. Because it wouldn't make any sense not to. Please be... please be a subscriber. I really appreciate it. I obviously don't get paid for this, so it's not monetary for me. It's just that when people subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff, YouTube likes it, and so it's a good for the algorithm and such. So if you could please be a subscriber, I appreciate it. And I guess be over 18, obviously, because I need your address. And I guess that's about it. So, got a little bit of everything in here. Let's start off just with kind of a couple basic things. See if I can just show this at the bottom. There we go. I had to pull that up. There we go. So this is one of the free things that I got at StitchCon. I really like it. I just don't think that I'm ever going to get to it. So I decided to put that in there. Also, a couple of ink circles, which I really love. But again, I don't think I'm ever going to get to. Hold on, I got some stuff to go with these, though. Where are they? Of course, now I can't find them. Really? Okay, so I got Reflections of Scotland from Ink Circles, and that's kind of a. Now this is a. Oh, you're supposed to use Seaweed Gloriana Silk, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to include some Sulky. Does it have a name? 12 weight blending. Covering petites. It does not, I don't think, have a name to it. So anyway, it just has a number, I believe. But anyway, so it's kind of blues and purples and light blues. So I thought that might be nice for the Reflections of Scotland. So those two go together. Ah, there we go. And then now this I actually got, I do believe, at yes, I did, at Fire Poppies, because I can see their particular way that they do their code at the bottom here. So from a defunct store, unfortunately, this is Ink Circles Reflections of Amsterdam, and this is supposed to be a straight blue. What is doesn't say. Oh, Gloriana Silk Midnight. Okay, anyway, but what I did, and this should be plenty, is I have the, was it 121? Yeah, 121 thread from DMC. It's kind of a variegated blue, like dark blue to light blue, and that should be enough to do this. Should be plenty. Is she loud enough that you can hear that? I really hope it is, because I have never heard a cat that licks themselves as loudly as she does. I really hope that came in on the speakers. But anyway, so that's enough to do these two. So it's not fully kitted, but you know, you have some thread and some and the pattern, of course. And the last pattern is, and this is one I got at my well, let's close that up so you don't actually see it. So I got this at my LNS. I was going to do this as a Christmas exchange, and then just decided against it. So it is Foxwood Crossings, Elf Folk, and instead of doing it on the perforated paper, I actually have a little bookmark, which I think is 14 count Ada. So it will fit on here. You'll get to do one of them on here. So if you want to do it as like a little ornament, because it does have a little hangy thing, ornament or a bookmark, there you go. So that is that. I don't have the thread for it, but it is the pattern and the fabric. What are you doing? Are you leaving me? Yep, you're leaving me. All right, there you go. So you got your fill of Selena this week. All right, so we've got a couple of fabrics. This is a kind of a mid brown or mid tan 14 count fabric. I have it marked as 10.5 inches by 8 inches, so it's a decent size. Also, a huge hunk of 14 count navy Ada. This is 42 inches by 19.5 inches. So that is a lot of fabric. That is enough to do a lot. I just don't think that I have anything that needs that much navy fabric. So there you go. That is that. I also put in a little grime guard. Always good. Always good for everything you need. This is, oops, hanging on to something else. Why is that hanging on to the, hold on. There you go. Okay. Also a Fangirl Fiber Fantasyland 2-ply 100% silk, 26 yards. Ooh, this is really, really soft. This I got in a box, so I don't even know if it's available elsewhere. You may need to talk to her and see if you need more. But yeah, there you go. That's 26 yards, and it is it multiply? I think it's multiply. I can't really tell though. Anyway, but yeah, so it's really pretty. It's kind of a very pale, icy blue color. So that's nice. And then, oops, getting at the bottom here. So I had shown off some of the many floss cards, floss tags, and things like that I had gotten. So I wanted to add a few here. My sewing space is my happy place. So that's really cute. So got some floss cards on that. I had another one of those. There we go. So got 2 of those. Can't tell how many you get each. Like maybe 6. 2. Looks like maybe you got 5 each, so that's like 10 of those. And then Screen Door Needleworks are the company that I was talking about that I want to go ahead and start. I gotten that that pattern to sort of test stitch, I guess. So that is that guys, these guys. And this one has their, you can put the floss in the back, and it has their website, which is always nice. This one I don't think it has. Yeah, that one doesn't have anything on the back. Also, I like this pretty design here. And this is Emily Gale, the Kudzu Queen, which is a great name. I love that. So you got their information on the back there. And then the last one, which is a really pretty stitched rabbit. This is not a, these are not floss drops. This is one of those where you can put it in with your stuff, and it'll have the floss type, floss color, chart symbol. So it's kind of more informational. There you go. If you want to use them as floss drops, you absolutely can just, get a hole puncher and punch a hole in the back. But I love the pretty stitched rabbit. So that is everything in the bag, I believe. Yes. There's always a possibility I might add a few other little things in here, little bits and bobs. Who knows? I will probably add a few bags of tea. So just a little bit of everything. So hopefully that is something that you guys like. And that's something that you guys are interested in. I'll just tell you what, I'm just going to softly pull that over. There you go. Alright, so I've already gone through all the rules. Say, be a subscriber, obviously. Be over 18. Don't say giveaway, all that good stuff. If you do, any of those kind of buzzwords, I'll unfortunately have to delete your comment. And so go ahead and comment with the words cheesehead. Doesn't matter if it's 1 word or 2 words. That's the best thing I can think of right now, because even though I'm not from Wisconsin, I'm definitely a cheesehead. So, and I think my cat is not knocking over things. I'm not sure if that came in on the video or not, but yeah, I just heard a rumble and a thump in the background. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and comment cheesehead. I will leave it open. Let's leave it open for a week. Just because I don't want it to go for too long. If I don't get more than a couple of people, I might open it up for a second week. But I don't want to keep it open too long, and something happened and then I'm not able to finish it. So for right now, let's say a week. So it'll be should be next Friday. I can't think of any reason why I shouldn't be able to film next Friday. And yeah, so just comment the way I had suggested commenting, and good luck, I guess. So hopefully a bunch of you guys will go ahead and give that a shot. So I guess that's really going to be about it. Yeah, the timing really wasn't any longer than any of my other videos, surprisingly. once again, if I'm talking too fast, please tell me. I feel like I'm talking fast, but maybe I'm not. I don't know. I know Southerners tend to talk a little slower, but it sounds fast in my head at least. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys later. So from whatever Selena is doing in my kitchen, I'm a little afraid. Being Miss Cornu and me, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.